Getting regular physical activity is one of the best ways you can improve your health. With the weather warming up, it's the perfect time to get outside. This is Dr. Christopher Adiano from Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island, reminding you that spending time outdoors is not only great for your physical health, but for your mental health too.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Hi, it's Bill George. Keep your children healthy by bringing them to their annual checkup. Summer is a great time to schedule an appointment with your child's primary care provider to talk about their health and catch up on any missed vaccines. Call your child's provider and schedule a checkup today. This tip is brought to you by Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island. At Neighborhood, you get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. Call 401-459-6075 or visit nhpri.org.
Present Absolute Power by Mark Taverner, starring John Bird and Stephen Fry.
Mr. Prentice, life in the private sector is tough.
Yes, of course.
I understand that you spent 20 years working for the BBC.
Exactly.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. And then you were sacked.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say sacked.
You wouldn't?
No. We were simply told that we had a distinctive contribution to make to the wealth-creating sector.
By someone who is both sober and serious. Mr. Prentice, the private sector is both sober and serious.
And so are we.
Prentice McCabe, Government Media Relations. What is government media relations?
I think it's what are government media relations, actually. But one makes allowances. You are, after all, a bank manager.
Mr. Prentice, I'm a most busy woman.
Oh, most. Yes, most.
I have little time for flippancy.
About a business that has gone floppancy. No, I quite see your point. I promised you a distinguished list of blue-chip clients.
How many clients does your government media relations agency actually have?
Well, let me put it this way. You and I have always had an excellent working relationship.
When you were on a generous and regular BBC salary.
Which now, sadly, I am not. Let's talk business.
Oh, let us do so.
How far will you extend my overdraft for the exclusive, unrestrained, or possibly restrained use of my body? But you can't take that. That's my executive desk.
But it hasn't been paid for, has it? No, that's my drinks cabinet.
Yeah, not anymore, it's not.
Oh, the sheer vulgarity of it. Look, this is Prentice McCabe. We are one of the fastest-growing agencies in London.
Well, you'll have more space for it now, won't you?
Prentice McCabe is at the cutting edge.
Phone's been cut off.
Not now, Sandy.
Oh, look. A couple more weeks and there will be people beating that door down, begging to pay us a fortune for our services.
Yeah, sorry, mate. That's how it goes. Excuse us.
Yes, of course. But have I come at a bad moment?
And who might you be? A solicitor? A bailiff? A debt collector?
I am chairman of the Conservative Party.
Yes. Yes, of course you are. And I am Lorenzo the Magnificent. This is my friend Martin, Empress of all the Russias.
No, I really am the chairman of the Conservative Party.
Whatever you just come for, just take it. Have a chair, have several, have a couple of filing cabinets.
I am, honestly. I've come to talk to you about my party's recognition problem.
Are you saying you're a client?
With money?
Well, of course.
Sandy, some tea.
We're out of tea bags.
Well, take some money out of petty cash.
There isn't any money in the petty cash.
Sandy, not now.
I'm only the office trainee. It's not my job to pay for the tea bags. Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, Mr. Money.
Sir Archibald Sullivan.
Sir Archibald Sullivan Money, Martin McCabe.
We here at Prentice McCabe offer a unique range of services to a select group of blue-chip clients. Do turn that bin upside down and sit down on it. Now, what particular service are you seeking?
Gentlemen, I've come to you for one reason.
Because Prentice McCabe is hot.
Because nobody else will touch us with a barge pole. People say we don't want the Conservative Party's account. It doesn't look good on our client list.
Sad, Martin.
Positively poignant. What exactly are you looking for?
But I want you to think of the Conservative Party as a business that's underperforming.
Yes, I think we can manage that.
I want you to think of us as a once great name that has fallen on hard times.
The Wolverhampton Wanderers of the opinion polls.
They're quite so. And what I want is a media relations strategy that will revitalise our election prospects.
My dear chap, you don't want Prentice McCabe, you want the Church of the Latter-day Miracle.
The party is willing to spend a substantial sum.
In that case, consider yourself revitalised.
The bloke at the shop says you can't have the tea bags because you still owe him for 2 sausage rolls.
Obviously, some misunderstanding
I
there.
told him it's for the chairman of the Conservative Party, and he said, in that case, let's see the hackers up front.
I'm so sorry, she's a trainee.
Charles, this is the Conservative Party after all. Let's see the hackers up front. This is more like it. It's a terrible effort, this private sector lark, isn't it? Relentless racing and chasing.
If that's what it takes to succeed, Martin, Prentice McCabe will do it.
It's an awful shock to a man who's spent all his working life at the BBC, though, isn't it?
And who was it who said, we'll never work again?
But I liked the idea of never working again. I had every intention of never working again.
You were going to spend your redundancy money on a pub.
No. I was going to spend my redundancy money in a pub. Get up late, amble through the village, wander in, sit at my favourite table, the Times, a nice warm fire, and a glass of Guinness and Advocaat.
Good God.
Still, here we are.
With our first major client to serve.
Yes, well, listen, how about this? The Conservative Party conference, music.
Ah, yes, now that is an important point. We can't relaunch the Conservative Party as a new, modern party if they still insist on Land of Hope and Glory.
What about Send in the Clowns? And a banner across the front of the stage saying, if you think this is bad, wait till Anne Widdecombe gets here.
A pleasing concept, but can we sell it to the client?
Now, the other thing they need is a symbol.
Yes, a logo, like New Labour's Red Rose.
Yes, or that bird thing the Liberals have got.
Yes, Martin, that's brilliant.
What, that bird thing?
No, a symbol, a logo. Something people will see and automatically think Conservative Party. Martin, what one thing makes you think Conservative Party?
Fruitcake.
Fruitcake? So I go back to the client and propose a nationwide poster campaign saying vote Conservative with a picture of a fruitcake.
Well, a positive, happy fruitcake.
A happy fruitcake.
Well, all right. A miserable fruitcake.
Martin, this business is not going to make a profit by selling miserable fruitcake to the Conservative Party.
I'm being serious.
Your appearance is deceptive in the extreme.
Do not discount the miserable fruitcake vote. All over Britain there are millions of miserable fruitcakes just waiting for a lead.
Martin, could we once and for all get off fruitcake? As regards the fruitcake motif, the germ of an idea has just met the domestos of harsh reality.
Listen. What is the point of New Labour?
Oh, can I phone a friend or go 50-50 on that one?
The point is that it's new. Oh, God, it's new and modern and dynamic. Well, I don't want to be new and modern. I want to put on old slippers, sit in an old armchair, watch old Morecambe and Wise videos. I suppose I may have to put up with all this newness, but I don't have to like it. You see, I'm a miserable fruitcake.
Do you know, I think you're on to something. Let's research it.
Oh, no. Let's not. Let's pretend to research it. So much less effort. I do see what you mean about your recognition factor.
Is it that bad?
It is quite bad, yes. Prentice McCabe did some research on your behalf, didn't we, Martin?
Yeah, some extensive, expensive research.
Which shows that the leader of the Conservative Party is slightly less well known than the manager of Plymouth Argyle.
And only 2 points above the all-night weatherman on Channel 5.
Of course, it does take a party a long time to recover.
You mean from electing a leader like yours?
I finished the questionnaires. I filled them all in different ink, like he said.
Not just at the moment, Sandy. Thank you.
Do I get the 20 quid out the petty cash, like you said?
For the tea bags, yes, certainly. Later.
Mr. Prentice, what has making up questionnaires got to do with a national vocational qualification in business administration level 2?
Yes, Sir Archibald, may I introduce our questionnaire design executive?
Vital member of our team.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Can you sign that?
Sandy, not now.
It's to say that I've greeted a client in a professional manner, according to Unit 7 of the National Vocational Qualification.
All right.
Thank you, Tory bastard.
She is. Oh, God. Sir Archibald, I think it would be fair to say that we have the glimmerings of a strategy here, but I think we'd like to do some research.
Would we?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Martin, we would. We'd like to spend an afternoon in the House of Commons.
Oh, I can certainly arrange that for you.
Well, couldn't we just admit defeat and file for bankruptcy?
Madam Speaker, when the Prime Minister looks at the latest unemployment figures, does he not agree that his government inherited a strong economy from the Tories and ruined it?
I'm very glad he mentioned figures, Madam Speaker. This morning there was an opinion poll published in the Telegraph. His party is now further behind Labour than it was at the general election. He has taken a massacre and made it worse.
Absolutely true, I fear.
You don't think this fellow's a hopeless case, do you, Charles?
Does he not recognise the mistakes his government is making?
I hate to go on about opinion polls, but does he not recognise that a clear majority of the British people don't recognise him? They wouldn't recognise him if he walked up to them and said, "I am the leader of the Conservative Party."
Charles, do you really think this is worth the effort?
Think what this will do for the profile of Prentice McCabe.
Sink it without trace, by the sound of it.
Come on, let's go and mingle.
So you're going to develop a media relations strategy?
Raise our profile. How are you going to set about it?
Well, that's why my colleague Martin here and I are so fascinated to meet you.
Fascinated, oh gosh, yes.
We are fascinated to meet a representative sample of Conservative backbenchers.
I'm tumescent.
And what we were rather hoping is that you could give us some idea of the themes we should be stressing in our media campaign.
We need to listen to the British people.
But they're telling you to sod off.
The time has come for compassionate conservatism.
The birch.
Hello?
I've been in Conservative politics 40 years. And believe me, there is nothing the British people like better than the lash of the birch on firm young buttocks.
Compassionate birching.
Yes. Sensitive hanging. There could be a headline or two in sensitive hanging.
You see, the real problem is the leader. He's too young somehow. Or too old.
So, in sum, we want compassion and birching, and the leader is too young and too old. Well, that's been most illuminating. I think we can work with that. Wouldn't you say so, Martin?
Is there anywhere around here you can get some fruitcake?
His speech was the most thoughtful, intelligent and appealing he has made since becoming leader. The Times. Martin, this is extraordinary. Well done.
Yes, well, thank you, Charles.
I never knew you had a talent for political speechwriting.
No, neither did I.
This could mean a great deal of work.
Yes. Oh, gosh, yes.
No. What was it the Telegraph said? There must be millions of ordinary citizens who will warm to his message and who respond instinctively to calls for compassion with discipline, flogging with fruitcake. If the Tory leader keeps this up, the next election is not such a foregone conclusion as some would like to think. Well done, Martin. Well done.
I don't even like Conservatives. I mean, if it wasn't for them, we might still be in the public sector, wasting our time and other people's money. I was put on this earth to waste my time and other people's money. That's what I'm for.
Yeah, but before we can waste it, Martin, we have to earn it. We're going to turn the Conservative Party into the success story of the new millennium, and we're going to charge a great deal of money for doing so.
Mr. Prentice, there's a call for you. He says it's urgent.
Mr. Prentice, over here.
Ah, over there.
Shh. Mr. Prentice, I represent the sources close to.
The sources close to what?
I come from a department which does not exist.
Customer relations at Marks and Spencer? Let there be light.
Shh. Mr. Prentice, I am here on the express orders of Downing Street, and that is why I am not here.
I understand completely. I am one of Richard Branson's trains, and that is why I am not here. You know, in fact, there really is nobody here. There's no need to whisper. If this meeting's really that secret, we could go to the Millennium Dome. That way we'll be really private.
we at Downing Street have followed your work for the Conservative Party with great interest.